Dear friends, so in the previous lecture we have discussed the theory of the amplitude modulated wave and also we have obtained the expression for the amplitude modulated wave. Now in that expression we have defined a one term which is called a modulation index. So in this video lecture we will see how we can measure the modulation index, because the modulation index is representing that how much amount of your information signal is superposed on the carrier wave. So let us see how we can measure this modulation index. Okay, so in a modulation we have two types of the signal. That is, one of the signal we call this a carrier wave, another signal is my information signal. So let us say my information signal is like this. You can say it is a modulating wave. And amplitude of this modulating wave is Vm. On this side also it is a minus Vm. Then another signal which we require is a carrier wave. Correct? And the maximum amplitude is Vc. Here also it is minus Vc. This is my carrier wave. Then after the modulation, whatever the wave is generated, and that is very important for us because here we use a graphical method for calculating the modulation index. Now here you can see that during this period there is no information. It means the modulation will not take place during this period. If the modulation will not take place, then the amplitude of your carrier wave is going to remain as it is, and here you can have a waveform like this. During this time period, your amplitude is not going to change. Correct? Here. So this is a amplitude of the carrier wave Vc. Now after that the information is start to superpose on a carrier wave. So here the waveform will be like this. The amplitude of the carrier wave is go on increasing and then it will start decreasing as the amplitude of modulating signal is changing. So this is a amplitude modulated wave, you can say AMV. And mathematically we can write AM wave like this, that V is equal to Vc into 1 plus Ma sin omega mt into sin omega, it is one plus Ma, then here it is not a omega m, but this is okay, it is omega m and sin omega ct. Here what is modulation index? Ma, and it is a ratio of amplitude of the modulating signal to the amplitude of the carrier wave. So from this waveform, we will try to calculate what is Vm and what is Vc. This modulation index normally we measure in percentage, so multiply by 100. Okay, now concentrate on this waveform. In this waveform, here we have a maximum voltage at this point. You can say V maximum is here, and at this point we have a V minimum voltage. So on your oscilloscope we can measure only these two quantities. What is the maximum voltage and what is the minimum voltage? So here we will calculate the modulation index in terms of the V maximum and V minimum. So how to calculate the maximum voltage and minimum voltage? Okay. So let us see. Now if you see the envelope of the signal, this envelope of the signal is nothing but it is my modulating signal. And here you can have a amplitude Vm. This is a Vm amplitude, and this is also a Vm. Because your modulating signal is superposed on a carrier, so this variation is Vm, this variation is Vm. And if I want to write what is Vm, then here you can see Vm is nothing but it is a difference of the maximum and the minimum voltage. So from this graph we can have a Vm is equal to a V maximum minus V minimum divided by 2. Again say this is the maximum voltage, this is the minimum voltage, and the amplitude of the modulating signal is a average of these two, so we can have V maximum minus V minimum divided by 2. Now how to write Vc? So Vc is equal to, now if we look at this Vc, then the Vc is a V maximum minus V minimum. V maximum, because here remember there is some mistake in drawing of this waveform. So here again I will draw this part. Okay, now if you see this waveform, then this is a Vc and we have V maximum. So from this V maximum, if you subtract the Vm, then you will get a Vc. So Vc is equal to, you can write V maximum minus Vm. Remember, Vc is nothing but V maximum minus this much portion, and this much portion is nothing but it is a Vm voltage. So we have this expression. Now what is Vm? So V maximum minus V minimum divided by 2. Correct? Because already we have calculated Vm. And as a result here, if you simplify, then you will get a V maximum plus a V minimum divided by 2. So here we have calculated what is the Vm, that is the expression number 1, and what is the Vc, that is the expression number 2. So the modulation index MA is ratio of Vm by Vc. So here we have a V maximum minus V minimum divided by 2. Then we put this value of Vc. So 2 divided by a V maximum plus V minimum. And 2 will be cancelled. So finally MA is a ratio of V maximum minus V minimum to the V maximum plus V minimum, and for the percentage multiply by 100. Remember, this is an important formula for calculating a modulation index. So, on the oscilloscope, you can measure the maximum voltage, you can measure the minimum voltage, and based on this, modulation index can be calculated. Now, let us see one example. Again, I am writing here the formula. So, MA is V maximum minus V minimum divided by a V maximum plus V minimum multiplied by 100. Now, suppose we have this kind of the modulated wave. And when I will look at the oscilloscope, I measure this voltage is a 100 volt. That is a maximum. And this voltage is a 50 volt. Means then what is the modulation index for this kind of the waveform? So here if you look at this, then my maximum voltage is a 100 volt, minimum voltage is a 50 volt, so we can calculate the modulation index as 100 minus 50 divided by 100 plus 50 multiplied by 100, and this will come out to be 50 divided by 150 multiplied by 100. And here if we calculate, then this is a 33.3%. Means whatever the waveform we have, then for this waveform modulation index is 33.3%. So in this way you can calculate the modulation index. This kind of the question can be also asked in a objective. So in the paper this waveform is given to you and you have to calculate what is the modulation index. Now from this you can also calculate, remember, you can also calculate what is the amplitude of a carrier wave and the amplitude of a modulating signal. So if I want to find out what is Vm, then how we have calculated Vm? It is a V maximum minus V minimum divided by 2. Remember. So here it will be 100 minus 50 divided by 2. So 50 divided by 2, the amplitude of your modulating signal is 25 volt. Now if you want to calculate what is the carrier wave, then for that the V maximum plus V minimum divided by 2. So 100 plus 50 is divided by 2, and that is 75 volt. So in the same waveform you can calculate modulation index as well as amplitude of the modulating signal and amplitude of the carrier signal. Correct? Now look at this another waveform. Suppose the signal is like this. Here. So, actually if you see, this amplitude is, let us say, 100 volt. That is my V maximum. Right? And here if you look at this, then the V minimum voltage is 0. Remember, at this point, the minimum voltage is 0, maximum voltage is 100. Then, what is the modulation index for this kind of the waveform? According to the definition, MA is equal to 100 minus 0 divided by 100 plus 0 multiplied by 100. So this will come out to be a 100% modulation. So if you have the waveform for a 100% modulation, then in that waveform, remember, the minimum voltage is always 0. Then the maximum voltage is anything. Suppose instead of 100, if it is a 50 or 75 or 25, then the modulation index always comes out to be a 100%. Now if you look at this third waveform, then suppose the amplitude modulated wave is like this. So here in this waveform, you can see that in this part of this waveform, there is no information. Here, whatever the pulse waveforms are there, it is in the form of the pulse. And you can say this is a distorted wave, distorted amplitude modulated wave. And for this kind of the waveform, modulation index is always greater than 100%. So remember that if this modulation index is more than 1 or the 100%, always the modulated wave will get distorted. Means during this time period, remember, during this time period, whatever the information was there, this information is lost. And therefore, during this process, always one should avoid any greater than 100%. So in a radio transmitter or a television transmitter, when they are transmitting the modulated wave, always they are keeping watt on a modulated wave so that the index will not be greater than the 100%. Otherwise, the information will get distorted. So in this way, by applying the modulated wave on an oscilloscope, one can measure what is the maximum voltage, what is the minimum voltage, and using this formula you can find out the modulation index. In the next lecture, we will see how the sidebands are going to produce and what is the significance of the sideband.